YouTubers. Brand new season 6 of Warzone 2. So I'm bringing you guys a brand new updated settings video, graphic settings, audio settings, controller settings. You guys have been asking for them. So I'm going to bring you the best new updated settings that go along with the new season. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys want to pop in my stream and catch me live, I do live stream every day at kick.com/Ryda. I'm going to give a quick shout out to the Noti Gang, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, guys, starting off, everyone is always asking for my controller settings, and I haven't made an updated video, so we're going to go down through everything right here. Everyone asked for the controller mainly, so we're going to start with the controller. So here we go. Starting off here for the button layout, I do play on tactical button layout. What does this change from default? Well, realistically, all it changes is it changes your circle button to melee and your right stick button to change stance, slide, or dive. So what exactly does that mean? I do melee with circle, and I lay down, I crouch, I snake with the right stick. So realistically, on my controller, I lay down, go prone, crouch with clicking in the right stick. I melee with circle, which I actually use on my back right paddle as melee as well, so I'll take my finger off the right stick. Going down the line here, I do not play with flipped bumpers and triggers. I shoot with L2 and R2, which I do have as digital triggers on my controller, mouse click triggers, and I use my throwing knives and my tacticals and my lethals with my bumpers, which are also digital bumpers as well. I play on the exact same layout for DMZ, multiplayer, and Warzone, and I don't play with a custom button layout. I just stick to tactical. My bumper ping is turned off. I play on defaults stick layout, and my controller vibration is turned off as well. For those of you guys that have controller vibration on, I think you should consider turning this off because it could mess with your aim or it could scare you when playing, and I realistically don't think it's needed. For my sensitivity, I play on 1313 sense with an ADS sensitivity multiplier of 0.75. For my sense multiplier, I keep it on everything of this on 1. My vertical aim axis, all of this is kept on standard as well. For my aim down sight behavior, I'm on hold, change, zoom, shared input, I'm on sprint, tactical sprint, focus behavior is hold, auto sprint I have as off, equipment behavior I have as hold, weapon mount activation, ADS melee, and interact reload behavior. This is a very, very big one. Prioritize interact. A lot of people always ask, Ryda, how do you pick things up so fast when you're looting? It's this setting right here. When you have prioritize interact on, it's tap to reload and interact, tap to interact, hold to reload when they are available simultaneously. So if you could pick something up off the ground and you have to reload at the same time, you're going to tap to pick it up or hold to reload. Hopefully that makes sense. Put this on prioritize interact. It is an absolute big one. Armor play behavior, apply all. So you have apply all or apply one. When you hit triangle with apply all on, you hit triangle one time and it puts on 3 plates. If you have apply one on, you have to hit triangle 3 times to apply 3 plates. Hopefully that makes sense. Put this on apply all. Let's go over to the advanced controller settings to go over our aim assist and some more important settings. So I do play with aim assist on. If you don't play with aim assist off, I'm sorry, but you're cheating yourself out. It is broken. It is very good. And all of you guys that are controller players need to have it turned on with my exact aim assist settings to feel how good it really is. Aim assist type, I play on default. Some people preach you should be on Black Ops. For long range, I've heard default is better. For close range, Black Ops is better. In my opinion, default is better in every way. Use it and thank me later. ADS aim assist, I have this on as well. Third person ADS correction type, I have this on assist. Aim response curve, this is very important as well. I have this on dynamic, which is the reverse S curve mapping for fine aim rate control. Put it on dynamic, put your aim assist type on default, and come back to the video and thank me later, okay? ADS sense multiplier is 0.75, along with my 1313 sense. ADS sensitivity transition timing is instant. Custom sensitivity per zoom, I just had this on 0.75, like I do for all of my ADS senses. And my input dead zones, these are going to be critical. These are going to basically change per your controller, but my dead zones are 0.03, 0.05, max on the left and right stick, and then 0.00 on the left and right triggers. Controller orientation, I have this on up. All this gyro stuff I have turned off, so I'm not going to go over this. This all should be turned off. For my movement behaviors, I have sprint, tactical sprint behavior is going to be toggle. Auto move forward is off. Tactical sprint behavior is off. Ground and mantle, I have this on. It needs to be on. Automatic airborne mantle, I have is partial. Automatic ground mantle off. Invert, slide, and dive behavior. This is a big setting to pay attention to. This needs to be on inverted if you want better movement. What exactly does this do? When it is on inverted, it changes your slide and dive behavior. So default, you tap the slide and you hold to dive, whether you're holding circle or the right stick. On inverted, you hold to slide, tap the dive. So a lot of people ask me, Ryda, how do you jump from rooftop to rooftop with so much momentum with the quick dives? There's one way you do that, and that is to have this on inverted. So you could press circle or press your right stick down to get the dive, and then you pull your shoot immediately after. This is a lot easier done on inverted slide and dive behavior than it is on standard. Make sure this is on inverted. Come back, thank me later. Plunging underwater is going to be movement based. Parachute auto deploy is off. Those of you guys that break your legs a lot probably turn this on. Sprinting door bash is on. Anytime you sprint through the door, you're going to open it automatically. It should be on. It's a movement mechanic. Ledge hang, mantle behavior, mantle only. ADS stick swap, off. Backpack alternate control, off. Weapon mount movement exit, on. Weapon mount exit delay, medium. Depleted ammo weapon switch, on. This is another big one. If you run out of ammo, this will automatically switch to your secondary weapon when you do empty the clip. Quick C4 detonation, on. Vehicle camera recenter, default. Camera initial position, free look. Scoreboard map behavior, toggle. Ping wheel delay, moderate. Double tap danger ping delay, moderate. And wheel menu behavior, hold. Now that we're done with our controller settings, let's jump on board with our graphics settings. So I do play on full screen exclusive. You should as well. Always play on full screen. It's better performance. It's better for your PC. I do play on a 27-inch 1440p monitor, 240 hertz. So I play 240 hertz, 1440p display resolution. I have a 4090 GPU. Dynamic resolution I have is off, set to 60. Aspect ratio. While I'm halfway through this video, I want to go ahead and tell you guys that these are settings, of course, for PC. Those of you guys on console, I wish I could have a good setup for you. Maybe in the coming few weeks, I can make another video for my console users, but this is for my PC users that are looking for the best competitive settings for color and FPS. Okay, color and FPS. For my aspect ratio, I had this on automatic. VSync gameplay off, VSync menus off. Custom frame rate limit, I had this on unlimited. Those of you guys that your GPU is running hot or you need to cool your temps off, you definitely should cap your frame rate, you know, at 300, 120, maybe 300, 60, 30 out of focus. What does this do? It caps your frames so your GPU doesn't mysteriously just sit here and process random frames and cause your GPU to get hotter. So if you cap this, let me just show you guys real quick. If you cap this to 120, you put this on custom. If I would apply this FPS number right here, will not go over 120. Therefore, your GPU wouldn't work any harder to process and your temps will stay cooler. I stay on unlimited because my GPU temps stay very cool. My PC set up and running very cool, so I don't need to worry about this. Those of you guys that your GPU runs hot, most definitely change this to a custom limit. Set this maybe to 200, 60, and 30, okay? Eco mode, I had this on minimal. You should also have this on, you know, minimal or off. Display game, I had this on 2.2. Brightness, I'm at 55. High dynamic range, I had this HDR is set to off. Let's jump aboard the quality tab. I'm on custom quality, 100%. Render res at 1440p. Upscaling and sharpening, I have this on Fidelity FX Cast 51. Anti-aliasing, I have this on Filmic SMAA T2X. Anti-aliasing quality, I have this on normal. Video memory scale, I have this on 90. Texture resolution, low. Texture filter, low. Nearby level of detail, low. Distant level of detail, high. I have this turned up so I can see more details at a distance if there's players at long ranges. Clutter draw distance, long. Particle quality, low. This is definitely going to affect your GPU, so I would definitely keep it low if I were you guys. Particle quality level, very low. Bullet impacts, I have this off. This can affect your frames a little bit. If you have it turned off like me, you're actually not going to be able to see, like you see right here, bullets on the wall, bullets through the door. I don't need to see that. It's going to hurt your frames. I personally don't think it needs to be on. This is off. Persistent damage layers on. This is going to affect your memory usage a little bit. If you could turn it on, I really would. If not, totally up to you guys. Shader quality, low. This is going to affect your GPU usage. It needs to be on low. Tessellation, off. Very big effects on RAM and GPU. On-demand texture streaming, off. Streaming quality, low. Volumetric quality, low. Deferred physics quality, off. And water quality, wave wetness. Shadow map resolution, low. If this is on anything else other than low, it's going to tax your frames by taxing your GPU. Screen space shadows, off. Spot shadow quality, high. This is very taxing to your GPU as well, but I had this on high to see players better. In shadows, I've always kept it at this. I might be wrong, but in my opinion, this is the best setting for it. Spot cache, low. This will absolutely hurt your frames and will tax your memory usage in Warzone 2. Particle lighting, low. Ambient occlusion, off. Screen space reflections, off. Static reflection quality, low. Weather grid volumes, low. NVIDIA reflex, low latency, on plus boost, off, off. Weapon motion blur, world motion blur, depth field of view, all off. Film grain, 0 to get rid of that grainy, sharp look on your game. It looks horrible. View, on our final tab, this is very important. Please pay attention. Field of view, I had this set to 119. Why do I not play at 120? It causes you to lose more aim assist. Could it be superstitious? Yeah, but I like playing on 119. This is a very, very, very important one. ADS field of view affected. Put this on independent, put it on affected, and stick to affected because affected is just that much better. Trust me when I say that. Independent is horrible, and affected will make you feel like you have more aim assist and you can see more when you shoot for less visual recoil. Another very, very big one that needs to be paid attention to. Weapon field of view. This needs to be on wide. Why is that? It makes the weapon look smaller, therefore you can see more on your screen without your big gun, bulky gun blocking your FOV. Third person field of view, 90. Vehicle field of view, same thing as weapon, makes your car smaller so you can see more around you, around your car. Another big one, first person camera movement, least 50. Third person camera movement, least 50. Why should this be on least 50? Because the least amount of camera shake and movement, the more you can see and the more you can see for recoil control or any of the above. Those of you guys that have motion sickness, most definitely turn these all the way down because it will alleviate a ton of the weird motion, and it will alleviate that motion sickness that you do get, okay? Jumping on board with our sound settings, I get a lot of questions about sound settings. I'll show you guys those quick. So I am on PC audio mix. I do play on 80% max volume, 80% dialogue volume, 0 gameplay music, 100% effects volume, 90% voice chat volume with 100% war tracks volume. This is my Go XLR, and I use the Windows default speakers. Let's go to our desktop here. Once we're at our desktop, let's go to the sound settings in the bottom right-hand corner. Let's click on the sound settings, go to sounds. It's gonna open up a window. When this window opens, you're gonna go to playback. When you're on playback, I have a Go XLR. So whatever your default communication device is, whatever you use to hear your game. So I have a Go XLR, which goes to my headphones on a game slider. Let's say you have Astro A40s or you have HyperXs. You're gonna find those, you're gonna right click those, you're gonna go to properties, you're gonna go to enhancement, you're gonna go to loudness equalization. Turn this on, make sure it's checked. While you're there, click on it, go to settings. Release time needs to be turned all the way down to short. Okay, apply, okay. Go back into the game. I'm gonna warn you now, this is gonna make your game very, very loud. This is how you're gonna be able to hear footsteps better. You can't hear footsteps at all sometimes. The audio is horrible. This is how I hear footsteps. This is how all the pro players hear footsteps. Everyone in the game that's better audio than you, they're using this, so you should use it yourself. Thank me later. Like and sub to the video if you learned something new. Once you do set this up and you do come back and you say, Ryda, holy cow, this is insane, make sure you do drop a sub on the channel, okay? Back to our sound settings. Voice chat I have turned on, game voice channel, all lobby, last words, voice chat on, proximity chat on. I do play with push to talk, yada, yada, yada. One other big thing I want to point out for this audio section is mono audio. This needs to be turned off so you get better directional audio, and reduce tinnitus sound. I have this turned on. The reason for that is from like flashbangs and like stun grenades, the sound that's like really piercing is exchanged for like a more dull sound that's hurt your ears as bad. So I would change that as well. That's all we have for audio. Let's jump on board with our interface settings. This is where you guys will see how my colors are so vibrant. So interface settings, my menu text size, default, text chat background 5, text chat message duration short. Color customization, this is the big one. A lot of you guys ask about my colors. Do I use filters? How are my colors so vibrant? Please pay attention. Color customization, I play on filter 2 on both the world and the interface, on 100 intensity, 100 intensity on the world and interface. Palette that I use is custom. The only thing I really change here is my neutral to pink, but you can see the colors that I do use here. While we're on this topic about the colors, on console, you guys can use these settings. On PC, I take it a step further. Again, a lot of you guys ask about how my colors pop and are so vibrant. So the way I do this is, let's go to the desktop here. While you're at the desktop, all you're gonna do is you're gonna right click, you're gonna go to NVIDIA control panel. When you're at NVIDIA control panel, you're gonna go on the left under display. You're gonna go to adjust desktop color settings. While you are here, the goal here is to go down below, and this is literally all I do. I change my digital vibrance to 100%. So a lot of you guys are gonna say, Ryda, do I really need to be at 100? It's up to you, whatever your eyes can handle, whatever you like the best. You're gonna start here at default. And as you can see, the color of my desktop, everything is changing. This is what you're gonna start on is 50. I suggest you at least go up to 70, 75, test it out. I go the full-fledged 100. As you see here, while I slide it, you can see the difference in vibrancy. You can see the difference in how much better it actually looks. I play on 100, turn it to whatever you wanna turn it to, hit apply, exit out, and go back to your game. Once you see how much better your game looks, don't forget to come back, like, and subscribe to the channel, okay? So that's all we have with the color settings. Subtitles we have on custom. This is all up to you guys. Let's get down to the HUD. This is kind of important. I play on 100 vertical and horizontal heads-up display. Those of you guys that play on a bigger TV, you should definitely turn this down so your important HUD like the margins are not as close to the edges of your TV or your monitor. Minimap shape, this needs to be on square. Those of you guys playing on round, you are missing out on 30% extra info not having your minimap shape square, okay? Minimap rotation on, horizontal compass on, crosshairs on, hit marker visuals on, damage-based hit markers on, player names, full name, in-game text chat on, fade after 5 seconds, center dot on. This adds a static dot in the center of your crosshairs. A lot of people ask about this. In my opinion, you should always have this on because you should use that center dot to center on your opponents when they're coming around corners, when you're pre-aiming. Simple as that. It helps you stay at like a level playing field and at like a turret. So you do stay head level everywhere you go when you're aiming. Too many of you guys run around with the center of your crosshairs on the ground or up in the sky when it needs to be eye level, and this center dot will help you out with centering. Okay, center dot scale, default. Telemetry, I have it on custom. I have it showing my FPS counter, my server latency, packet loss, and GPU temperature. And then gameplay tips on, tool tips off, skip introduction movie off. In-game alert icons, if I'm lagging, on. Hardware in-game alert icons, if your GPU temps are too high, this will warn you. Inverted flash off. System mouse cursor off. Operating system and system key behavior. I'm gonna full screen so I can show you guys my controller, what I use on it, why I use what I use, so we can get a better look. So for those of you guys that don't know, I am sponsored by aim controllers. I use my own personal Ryda aim controller, a PS5 controller. I use digital triggers with your mouse click triggers on the back. I use digital bumpers with your mouse click bumpers on the back. I use mouse click buttons. I use digital buttons, which are mouse click buttons here on the front for the D-pad and for the X, triangle, circle, and square. I use interchangeable thumbsticks on my controller with the grip, with remappable paddles. I do only use 3 paddles. Bottom left, I use for jump. Top left, I use for switch weapons or played up. And then bottom right, I use for melee. If you guys are interested in scooping a controller just like me, just like I use, you can use code RYDA at aimcontrollers.com for big time savings. With that being said, those are the best settings in Warzone 2, brand new season 6. Hope you guys do enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Got a super bad bitch, feel like Jonah Hill. Look at how she walk, and you know